This is a parody on Guitar Basics, videos 1 through 6. This image came to me after I finished the series. At the top left we have Dwell in Sweet Repose. Oh, I get that. Oh, that'll show. The dwell defined is development of personality, dwell in time, comma, inhabit. Repose, to pause, state of rest. And Cella defined would be the inner room of a temple or sanctuary. I couldn't find it, not referring to a handmade building. So as far as it being an inner room, something we already have naturally, I couldn't find. So we'll go down to second first. Second first is an eye. A small eye has a dot, so it's the eye removed. Second in eye. Eye is the second in the second in the math in the numeric order. Okay, so you have 1 through 7 and then 1 through 7 again. Well, I is the second. Okay, so that's telling me 2-2. Yeah, that's interesting. I can't stop the music. I could stop it before, so we have B being a second and 4. It's almost like saying 2-2. Oh, I'm just adding I can't stop the music. I could before, but I find them both interesting. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the OU, something OU, fount of every blessing. That looks to me like the fount of every blessing. So I'm interpreting that a golden well, a fountain, it being a spring water, and then something AY, heart to sing thy grace, something songs of loudest praises, something E, some melodious sonnet, something Y, flaming tongues above, something E meant I fixed upon it of thy redeeming love. Okay, so this to me, this first chorus is Repose is in this first chorus. When we look at the words being mentioned, fountain, blessing, grace, loudest praise, melodious, sonnet, flaming tongues, redeeming love. Sonnet is lyric poetry, a thought feeling. That's interesting. Song-like style. Okay, that's sonnet. So Repose comes together in here. Grace, redeeming love. So Repose. That's a part of Repose. Grace is not a measure of work. So in grace we're all equal. That's interesting. Okay, so now we'll go down here. We'll go down here, and all I can get from second chorus is raise mine Ebenezer. Ebenezer has 4 E's in it. E is the 5th numeric value of the note scale. So if we go 4 times 5, that equals 20. Reduces to 2, and this is the second chorus. Ebenezer defined, again, temple, an inner temple or inner sanctuary. Equal divisions of equal earnings is another definition of Ebenezer. So that's tied in with the first chorus and Repose. Now we'll just go down here. You notice now it's much harder to read. Cella de Gloria. Okay, well, that's not English, so it's hard to comment on. But I would say we're still talking about the Cella, and Dia Gloria, the glory. I'm thinking the Gloria. So there's something behind that. When we gain the HEA something, which I'm thinking is heaven, when we touch that something, blessed thoughts, explanation mark, NO something, can alarm or trouble, and then we go to the second in that chorus under Cella de Gloria, which is another I, an I removed. Far beyond the something we shall dwell, something. Come thou, F something, tune my heart to something, streams of something, her eyes as stars of something, like twilights two with 2 O's something, but all things else about something, free May time, and dancing shape and image something, to haunt, to startle, and something. And then if we go to the very bottom here, well, I should have had that on there before, and in shaded, very shaded at the very bottom of the instrument, says Wordsworth. So I find that interesting. Okay, so let's put it right about here. I'm sort of going over my time, so I'm not going to get everything. Okay, so top of the neck, top of the neck where the tuning pegs are, is you can see it probably better on the neck removed than on the guitar itself. There's it looks like there's a junction of 3, and the two tops are 2 separate pillars, and it's in the shape of a cross if you include the tuning peg. There is a separation there. The tuning pegs are staggered, so you have the right side being higher than the left, but there's 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, and there's 4 strings. So we have a concept here of 4 and 3, and then we also have a cross, torture stake style cross. Now when we look above the head, there's a horn there. The horn there could be the body of the guitar or the instrument, just a shaded portion of the body of the instrument. But I looked up at that close, and that actually looks like a horn if you see how it terminates at the bottom. And horns are used to represent the moon, sliver of the moon, and it's on the right side, so it's actually a waning moon. If it was the left, it would be a waxing moon. So that's interesting. Now we'll go to the 2 S-like shapes, and that's on the deck of the guitar, or the deck of the instrument. And the S's are a numeric value of 5. There's 2 of them, that equals deck. So on the deck of the instrument are the sound ports. Very interesting. Okay, and then so below the 2 S's is the bridge. That's the bridge. You can't really see it on this picture because of the shape, because of the shadow, the darkness of it. But that's actually the bridge. I got it figured out. There's actually strings going up through that writing. So that was put in there for, I'm sure, a good reason. Okay, so now when we look at this image, we notice that some of it's cut out, some of it's faded, and some of it's covered over. And the color of the instrument is gold, just like the one below it, the one and the one above. The wood is gold. So that is the color of an Orwell. A tree is the development of an Orwell. And so I see this as the tree. I see this instrument as replacing the oracle that represents 0 point from the golden well. And I find that writing is deceitful. Deceitful way of expressing things to come. Most writers can't read their own writing as written in the passage of time. Writing is encryption of events planned to seed future establishment, fatherly love to lower oneself to a coming race of beings. And eccentric, meaning inherent nature, well, you won't find that in this image. So I guess I'll end the video now. Hope you like it.